I've been putting out these talking head videos now for a little over 5 years, and I've done an awful lot of them, nearly 1,400. And most of them are to do with public speaking and storytelling, others to do with my personal philosophy and my spiritual beliefs. But particularly, I'd like now to talk about communication per se. If you are a writer, or a would-be writer, or a speaker, or a would-be speaker, you need certain tools at your disposal. Now, I've spoken about things such as words. Now, in my bookshelves, I've had for a long, long while 4 books which I think are pretty well essential for everyone who wants to become a better communicator. Now, remember, to become a better communicator, it needs to be lifelong learning. You don't suddenly leave school and then stop learning words. If you do, your vocabulary is going to be limited in a very restricted way. But if you want to become a communicator, a writer, a public speaker, an influencer in some way, you need these books at your disposal. This one, a very battered old concise dictionary which I bought in 1964. I still refer to it occasionally when I need to find the meaning of a word or even the spelling of a word. So get yourself a good dictionary, something small enough to put on your bookshelf, but with enough content to be able to get you the word that you want readily if you need to find a particular word or the meaning of a particular word. Get yourself a good dictionary. Second book I have on my shelf, this one's re-bought because the other one wore to pieces, Rogets Thesaurus. This will give you all the similes and all the words that you need if you want an alternate word, rather than relying on what's provided by the internet. Add these words to your own mind. Don't rely on the internet to provide them. That way you will be able to think more accurately, more precisely, and that's what you need to do. Third book, Popular Quotations. There are many of these books on the market. I bought this one when they were still using pounds, shillings and pence. That's how old it is. Goes back way, way back. And this one is almost falling apart too because it's used a lot. Paperback books do that, unfortunately. If you can get hardbacks, we'll get hardback books. And the final book I recommend is a book of antonyms and synonyms. I've had this one since, I usually write the date. No, I haven't written the date on this one, but I've had this one at least 40 years. So remember, if you want to become a good speaker, a good writer, a good communicator per se, make sure you have at your disposal all the tools that you can have. And these books, these reference books, are, I think, really essential if you want to keep growing as a communicator, as a writer, and as a public speaker.